Hello students. At this station you're going to be using a microscope. Now remember, a microscope is a scientific tool that allows us to see smaller objects that we normally couldn't see using just our eye. Now yesterday we talked about the parts of a microscope and how it works, but just in case you've forgotten some of that information, I'm going to quickly review the parts of the microscope and how to focus an image so we can see some cells on this slide. Now before we go over the parts of a microscope and how to use it, there are two issues I want to address first. One, in case you need to move the microscope, make sure you use both hands, one grasping the arm, one picking up at the base. The other item, the slides that we're using today are made of glass and can break. So please be careful with these, and in case your slide does break, as always, make sure you contact the teacher first. Do not try to clean it up on your own. Now let's review the parts of the microscope and I'll quickly demonstrate how to properly use it. So let's start at the bottom. Here you can see we have a light source. There's a switch on the back of the microscope that turns the light source on and off. Above the light source we have the stage. The stage is where we'll eventually place our slide. On top of the stage there's a clip here that'll hold the slide. That way you don't have to worry about it falling off. Also, on the other side of the stage are a pair of knobs. These knobs move the stage around in different directions, so you don't have to use your hand to move the slide around to get the image above the light. Above the stage we have 4 different objective lenses. These will magnify the image different amounts. Our lowest power objective lens is 4 power, or 4 times, which means it's going to magnify the image 4 times larger than it actually would appear to us. Our most powerful objective lens is 100, which means it's going to magnify the image 100 times larger than it would appear to us. Now, above the objective lenses is our eyepiece. Now, the eyepiece also magnifies the image another 10 times. That means if I start with my lowest power objective lens, which magnifies the image 4 times, and it goes through here, the eyepiece, which magnifies it another 10 times, that means my total magnification is 40 times. Now, to move the stage up and down, to focus the image, we have 2 knobs. We have the large or coarse adjustment knob, which will move the stage up and down relatively quickly. The smaller knob, or the fine adjustment, will move it much more slowly. This is what you'll want to use once you have the image almost in focus and you're just looking for that final amount of detail. Alright, we're ready to use the microscope. And today we're going to be looking at some small intestinal cells. Remember, your small intestines help you digest and absorb nutrients when you eat food. Now, the first thing you want to make sure before you place the slide on the stage is that, 1, the stage is as low as it can go. You do not want to start the stage high and close to the objective lens, so make sure that's down as low as it'll go. The other thing is that you want to start with the lowest magnification power, and on our microscope today, that's 4 times. This allows you to more easily focus the image to start with, and then you can work your way up to higher objective lenses. So, let's put our slide on the microscope stage. I'm going to, again, open up the clip, slide my microscope down onto the stage, and now I want to get the sample, which you can see with your eyes, over the light source. Again, remember, we have these 2 knobs on the other side that we can use to move the stage around. So just to get started, let's make sure our sample of cells is over the light source. Alright, so now to start focusing the image, I'm going to use the coarse adjustment to move the stage up kind of quickly until an image starts to appear in my eyepiece. And don't worry, at this point the stage is not going to hit the lens, so you can move it up all the way pretty quickly. And you should get an image that's almost in focus. To get it completely in focus, in order to see all that detail, we want to use the small knob or the fine adjustment. Beautiful. Now, if I want to get an even closer look, I can start moving up. Now each time you move up to a higher objective lens, you may need to adjust the fine focus to see that detail again. Well, alright, I think you're ready to go. If you missed anything, just watch the video again. And if you really need some assistance, ask one of your friends first. If they don't know, ask another one. If you don't have more than 2 friends, then you can call me over.